Hello. Test video. Test video. I'll probably keep this footage in for some reason because I hate myself. Hello. Welcome to the show. Do I have to stand back here so I fit in the frame better? Probably. Okay. I'm here today to talk to you about books. Books that I have bought recently. In the recent past. And maybe some other things. First thing is J.D. Salinger, 9 Stories. Bought this again. Lost my copy. I don't know where it is. And have not read it yet. Not a huge fan of J.D. Salinger, but why did I buy this book? You may ask. Because I've heard it's one of those books that you can read a lot in your life, and then you, or maybe not this one in particular. I'm actually reading Franny and Zoe. I actually have that in the car, and I'm probably going to go run and get that right now. I'm not even close to being halfway through it, but this is my second time reading this book, and this is the bookmark I made in trash art number 1. Kind of looks like bat ears when you put it in like this. I like it. Anyway, so yeah, got the 2 Salingers. They were only $2.30 and $2.65. So I saw them sitting there and I was like, man, I remember reading that book and hating it or not understanding it. And that's what I'm realizing the second read through. I might make a review on this one. Let me know if you want it. Okay. Next, I bought The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. But I've heard it's good. I may never get to read this, but it will always look good on my bookshelf. And if I ever do want to read it one day, I will have a copy that I don't have to download. Okay, this is the other book I've been reading. It's East of Eden. Yeah, it's a John Steinbeck novel. I've read Of Mice and Men, one of my favorite books, and I have tried to read this one before. And as you can see, this made it through high school unsuccessfully. But I mean, you can still read it. It doesn't have a cover. Some people hate that. But, you know, I'm really rough on books, I'm sorry. I know they won't last forever. Like, some people will act like their book will last forever, and, you know, sometimes it will. But, you know, everything's got an expiration date at some point. But anyway, I've been trying to read it again. I just needed a better copy, and it's way easier with the bigger print. Only in chapter 5. But I'm enjoying it, and I just need some time to read it. Next is Howl. Got this for $2.45. This is like the classic looking edition, and I just couldn't look at it like, you know, I needed it. I needed it in my life, so I did. And I read it recently, and I was like, man, I did not understand that when I read it in high school. It took on a completely different meaning to me as I've experienced more in life and more of what life is like. And so that's kind of why I bought Franny and Zoe again. I don't know. This is really good. If you can find a copy of this on the internet somewhere. I'm gonna stick this one on the bookshelf because I finished it. Yep. Alright. This is another book I bought. Not literature related, but it is almost a textbook. Adventures with Pinhole and Homemade Camera, which, if you don't know anything about this subject, is really interesting. And I've been interested in this for a long time, ever since 3rd grade when I had a class on it, which was so cool. Gosh, that was a cool school. But yeah, this is a great book. It goes in so much depth. It talks about film and exposures in such detail. It teaches you about lenses in a way that you'd never think, and it teaches you everything. I don't know. This is a good book if you can find it. I paid $5.90 for it, and I could probably flip this knowledge in my brain and art and just make way more than $5.90. Another book I bought is David B. Black Pass. I stood in the graphic novel section for a long time trying to find a graphic novel I wanted to read. And I'm really picky. I don't like too much fantasy elements in my... I don't mind fantasy. I'm not going to put it that way. I just don't like too crazy of superheroes. Like I like it to be believable. This one's I have not completely read yet. But I really like the art style, and I'm excited to read it. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of boring, but it's just so pretty. Like, check that out. Sorry. If I was an artist, I'd hate that. I am an artist, kind of. Another book I got, just to put on the coffee table, is Post Secret. I've learned about them throughout the years, and I just like the idea. And I saw it sitting there, and I was like, you know, I want this book. I want this book. But if you don't know what it is this address right here. And you can send a postcard here with any truth on it or secret on it that you want. And you don't have to put your name on it. You can just send it to them. And they will feature it in this book or in their website. I think it's a website. But I bought the printed book. And there's some profoundly deep ones, and then there's some funny ones, and then there's, you know, it's just a good flip through. You know? If I was bored and at my house, I would open this book. And if I didn't live there, because I could do anything I want in my house. Last book I got is The Selby. It's in your place. It was when I saw it in the store, and it was just in the art section. And it was $12.50, and I liked it because there's some very bohemian-looking people in this book. And it kind of just shows you how their house is decorated, and I love that. It's so cool. I literally flipped through every single page of this book, and flipping through it again, I'm getting a whole new sense of inspiration. So if you are into house design or anything, these people have a website too. Check them out. Okay, last two items are not book related, so sorry, but I got this 7-inch, I think, is what they're called, of Waves and Weezer. It's a double-sided single for both of them. Fake Smiles and Nervous Laughter for Weezer. I've not heard it, I've not opened it. Mainly because my record player, I can't find the charger port. Don't know where it is. Hopefully I haven't been standing like really close to this camera this whole time. I'm probably just gonna keep the video the same anyway, because I don't want to say all this again, but anyway, so yeah, I gotta look this up, check this out, but I saw them live and it was a really cool concert. Last thing I bought recently is Red Dead Redemption. I bought it again because one of my friends was playing it and it made me miss it, and my dad loves it, so I bought it so maybe we can play it sometime. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really like playing video games that much. So, you know. I like watching people play video games more than I like playing video games. I know that's kind of weird, but it's been that way my whole life, so I don't really care. So, yeah. Later. Hope you like